Right, as no one's done a video this week, I'm just going to kind of do a little update for the week. It's now Wednesday. You are the moon that breaks the night for which I have to. And it's been more than a week since my last video, anyway. But it has been a very exciting week for me, gig-wise, because as you know, I said I went to see Muse last Thursday, and for anyone who was at the pub, i.e. not Collar, then you would know that I went to see Florence and the Machine last night, and they were absolutely amazing. Muse was amazing as well, so I'm just going to do like a little review. So to start off with, Muse was mind-blowing. It was everything and more than I thought they would be. If you ever get a chance to see them, if you don't like their music, they put on such an amazing show, and they are absolutely incredible. I mean, Adam, you've seen a lot of stuff with me, and Metallica and Tenacious D couldn't hold a candle to what Muse were doing on Thursday night. It was just amazing. Then Florence and the Machine, and that was just completely different because Muse was in the O2 and it was a massive arena with great acoustics. Then it was in the 100 Club for Florence, and it's literally, if you've ever been there, then you would know how small it is, but it's a venue that's smaller than the Moon Underwater. The stage was so incredibly tiny. Usually you have like a 5-meter gap between the stage and the crowd with like 7 bouncers, but there was no gap. Literally, I could put my hand on the guitarist's knee if I wanted to, and I almost did at one point. And they were just so really good, and she just loved it. She's a great live person to see. She was very drunk, as you probably would be, but she just seemed to love it. She was really into it. At the end, she got everyone up on stage. I went up naturally because I'm not missing that kind of opportunity. And then the guitarist got really annoyed at me because I was pretty much jumping on top of his pedals, and then the bouncer pushed me off. But I still got up on the stage at the end of Rabbit Heart, and it was all being filmed. So the next single might have, some footage in it, which would be really cool if I was in the video and then getting pushed off the stage by a bouncer. That would be quite interesting. There was a sport act as well. His name was like Ivan Inkenpen, and when we were watching him, me and Bambi, the guy that I went with, we thought that he was really good, and we were listening to him, and we were like, yeah, this guy's really good. I mean, we couldn't really hear much of what he was saying because he's got a really unique voice. If you've ever heard of or heard stuff by Same Day Real Estate or Brand New, it was quite similar to that kind of thing. It was very dark tones, but it was good live. And then we went up to him at the end and got CDs and got him to sign them and stuff. I don't know if you can see that. All the best from Ivan. And then he was really excited. He was talking to the girl, the keyboardist from Florence and the Machine, and he was like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm signing CDs, it's so amazing. I was like, oh, bless your cotton socks. But yeah, he was really good. And then I got back, and then I listened to the CD, and it was absolutely terrible. Except for the first song, which is called They're All Robots, which is alright. But it's all very dark and stuff, and I don't know, it's not very catchy. You'd have to be in the mood to listen to it. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. I hope you guys are doing fine. I realised that my topic of conversation last week was a little bit shit, but I don't really know what else to do. I'll think of one and then I'll come back and say something. Tomorrow I've got 2 exams which I have to go and revise for now. Japanese oral test, but because I ditched last Thursday's lesson to go and see Muse, I have no idea what she wants us to write, which doesn't really matter, to be honest, because I've got no idea how to speak Japanese at all, so I'm gonna pretty much fail that one, which is okay, because I'll pass at the very least, and it's not looking too optimistic at the moment. But it's okay, I'm fully prepared to do, like, because if I did 2 extra modules next term to make up for failing this term, then it would still be easier than taking Japanese so seriously. Only take another language if you're going to be really wanting and motivated to learn the vocabulary. Japanese is quite easy sentence structure, it makes complete sense, it's just the vocabulary that I really can't be bothered. And it's a shame because when you're sitting in lessons and then you get stuff right, it's like, wow, this is really good and it's something I can actually use and I can go and speak Japanese right now to someone. And it's not just like random knowledge that you're probably not actually going to need in later life. But so it's really fun when you're doing it right, but it's just getting there takes a lot of effort. So I'm going to take a module that's called Religions in Contemporary Issues, which is what I'm really interested in. It's like the most interesting thing that I've ever done at school, and it's what I wanted to do in anthropology, but we don't really do very much of that stuff, to be fair. So that's my video over. Tell you what, I have a sociology seminar, and I'm covering the religion side of it, and I'm going to have like an open question to the class that is going to be asking, do you think that a Western society is growing more secular, or has it become secular, or is it more secular than it is before, or do you think that it's just as religious as it is before? I'd like to hear your opinions because I'm asking this question and I need to be prepared for what people say, and I know that you're all very strongly opinionated, especially when it comes to religion. Let's not have the whole, is there a God debate. This is, something different. If you don't understand what secularization means, it means that less religious, yes. So, do you think that modern Western society is becoming less religious than the past? Discuss.